Icebergs are actually pretty dangerous to get too close to because they can crack or break apart at any moment and create a tsunami that could flip a small boat. But, we've tried to push the boundaries and go as close as we could. Once you're there in their presence, it's kind of impossible not to fall in love with them. There are these massive structures that have been sculpted by the wind and the water for years. They actually tell you on the expedition people come for the wildlife and they return for the ice. I was there to see the ice. One thing that's so striking is the scale. To be in the presence of something that is so ancient and so vast is humbling. I just want to make these drawings as big and as fast as I can so I can communicate that through imagery. The colors in particular were really striking and really surprising. I never knew those colors existed in nature, and I'm still struggling to find them in my pastels. She was obsessed with really remote landscapes, so we would always hightail it out of the city as quickly as possible and spend quite a bit of time in really far off places. We went anywhere from the Sahara Desert to the ice cap in Greenland. So I'm very grateful for having those opportunities growing up. So my mom had this idea to bring a group of artists and scholars up the west coast of Greenland and follow his journey loosely. And in doing so, document climate change through art in a way, by comparing the two bodies of work. Right after we found the tumor, she had surgery, which changed her drastically, mentally and physically. And the next 6 months were just basically very difficult, and me taking care of her as she passed away. I felt like I had to carry out this journey in her honor. So, I always think of her when I'm in these places because it just feels like she's a part of them very much. So much of what I do now has come out of what she's taught me and is inspired by her. So yeah, I feel her with me all the time. I have just always loved charcoal and pastel. There's just something about the medium that's so tactile. It's just pigment on paper, and that's it. I still smudge over or touch everything with my fingers to kind of press the pigment into the paper. What I'm trying to do with my drawings is give an experience, a space and time for people to fall in love with the landscape as I have. And once they have that emotional connection, because of what psychology tells us about how we take action and make decisions based on our emotions, my hope is that that experience of falling in love with the landscapes through my drawings will propel them into action.